What up? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Sports, and COC. Coming at you one more again on YouTube. Yeah. Listen. Some of you got. Wait a minute. A song first. A song. Let me see. Hand across the water, water, and across the sea. How many of y'all know that song? Anyways, I know some of y'all don't like my singing, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. Yo, so, all right. Some of you guys are wishy-washy on your predictions. I'm just gonna tell you right now, because you guys go, yeah, I said this in the comment, on Tone's last video, but this, look, if you're gonna make a prediction, make a prediction. I made a prediction on who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but don't try to make a prediction, then change it up. And look, if you're going to change your predictions, like do it now. But I'm saying is, guys, come on, guys. You want everybody to revere you, to make them think that this guy knows predictions because of his method, his gematria, or watching the weather, or however you do it. But you don't want to stand solid on one team or two teams. I chose one team. I gave you the reason why I chose that one team. If it's wrong, then I was wrong. You guys, stop being afraid to be wrong. And stop going off on people when you were wrong. And it's like, okay, you were wrong. Like, who cares, guys? Relax on that. Now, I was talking about Pittsburgh possibly going. I didn't say Pittsburgh's going to go because Pittsburgh and the Pats are both in the same division. I said I could see Pittsburgh going. Okay, that's different. So you guys, my choice is the Pats all day. That's my prediction. I'm putting it out there. And here's how I formulate that. I think the Pats are going to win when Tom Brady's last year is here. Now, it could be this year. It could be next year. That isn't flight by night. The definite here is the game that Tom Brady retires on, he's going to win the Super Bowl. So that's my prediction for that. Now, I'm going with them this year. They may suck this year. I don't care, guys. Okay? So, guys, make it solid. Olive green, like Aleph, make it solid. You know what I'm saying? Mike, make it solid. Tell us why it's solid. Tell us why you think it's going to happen. Houston's hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that, you know what I'm saying, that, who's that team out there, the Cardinals? Why do you think the Cards will win? Because Fitz is from Minnesota. Like, say it indefinitely. Say it definitely, but don't say it like it's wide open. Not unless you're going to be wide open. But if you are, then don't make the argument that you made the prediction and you're just wide open with it. It's like a lottery number. Either you have the number or you don't. That's just it. That's where I'm going with that. I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to throw this in there. The Giants, because some of you guys have mentioned the Giants. Listen, I don't think that the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to go to the Super Bowl for one reason, Eli Manning. Now, I was just listening to an excerpt on Colin Hurd, and for you, Donald Gilbert, yes, I'm going to play the excerpt. I don't get my opinion from this excerpt, but nonetheless, it does reinforce what I already think, and I was already going to do something about Eli. When somebody mentioned the Giants, I just don't think it's going to happen. So let's listen to what Colin Hurd has to say, and only some of it, because some of you people are very anal.
It's time for us to be honest about Eli Manning.
Right.
It's time for the Giants to start the process to find the new guy in a division that has Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz, and the NFC with Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson and players who can make plays with their feet. Every New York Giant drive looks the exact same. They can't run the football, so Eli goes underneath several times or throws into double coverage. His touchdown to interception ratio isn't even 2-1. There's two numbers here I'm going to throw at you that should trouble you, and they tell you the entire story. Number one is time of possession in the NFL. Philadelphia, Dallas, Raiders, and Green Bay, 4 of the top 5 teams last year in time of possession. Why? Not all of them had great O-lines. All of them had quarterbacks who can extend plays. Eagles, Wentz. Cowboys, Dak. Raiders, Carr. Packers, Rodgers. Leaders in time of possession. Helps your defense out. Extend drives. Third down becomes first down. Play breaks down like most do. Do you know who was bottom of the NFL in time of possession? Well, the first 3 are obvious. San Francisco, Cleveland, and Chicago, because they have terrible quarterbacks.
Right.
But number 4 was the New York Giants.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. And now I'm going to formulate more of my opinion, Mr. Gilbert. Listen, I have never been a fan of Eli Manning. I think Eli Manning was set up to win, point blank. Of course, he got better skills than me, but for the league, and when I'm looking at great, passers, when I'm looking at people who control the field, his brother was top of the line. That was just it. You know what I'm saying? Peyton set the bar so high. It's just ridiculous, regardless of the last Super Bowl that they gave him before he left, But his brother has never, ever, ever impressed me once. Not with his arm, not with his ability to read the defense, not with his play calling, not with his adjustments, not with his audibles. There's nothing about Eli Manning that I ever looked at and was just like, yeah, that's the dude. Listen, I was looking at RG3 a lot harder than I ever looked at Eli Manning. And truthfully, if RG3 knew how to take a hit or get away from taking those hits, which he did not. He didn't learn his lesson out of Baylor. But nonetheless, to me, he was just a better quarterback. He was more exciting. You didn't know what RG3 was going to do. Colin Kaepernick, the same deal. When he came in, he was brilliant. He was exciting, and you didn't know what he was going to do. And I could just go on. And Jake the Snake Plummer was more excited. Doug Flutie was more excited than looking at. And I can go on and on. Russell Wilson's just brilliant. Come on. When I look at Eli Manning, I see an old man, which is the point that Hurd is making, and this is on World Star. I see an old man. I do not see somebody who is in control. I see somebody who's controlling him. So for those of you who said the Giants are going to go to the Super Bowl, I disagree 100%. As a matter of fact, I don't think the Giants will ever see a Super Bowl again as long as Peyton Manning is there. Eli Manning is there. Shoot, they need Peyton. If Peyton Manning came, they'd probably go to the Super Bowl. Peyton just like, let me take it from here, little bro. Get on out the way. I'm just saying, guys, for those of you who chose New York, you need to cut it because it's just not going to work. It's your boy Tone 202. You guys, don't forget, once again, when you're going to make predictions, make them solid so we can have a solid conversation about the team that you chose, and we can go and look into that team. And whatever you do not come back at me with a bunch of yip-yap and a bunch of jibber-jabber when you know I'm talking about you and you still not making a solid prediction. 2 teams that you think is going to go, 1 team that you think is going to win. Let's hear it now, today, if you can. If you don't have that prediction, okay, fine. But don't come at us when we're like, okay, you didn't choose that team, and we have to go all the way back to this video and show you did not choose that team. So what is your argument about? It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you guys. Take it easy.